Hi. Today, I'm going to be attempting to do my makeup on camera, my Halloween makeup. Because there's a good chance that I'm probably not going to be able to dress up on Halloween because I'll be working. And I still want to be able to like post pictures and whatnot. So, I'm making this effort to like dress up and everything so that in the event that I can't go out trick-or-treating and dress up on Halloween day, I still have pictures that I can post online. The inspiration for my Halloween costume is kind of a combination of like Harry Potter and Mashal. Here's the thing about me and Harry Potter. I never really watched it growing up. I was never really into it.
Why?
Don't crucify me for that. But yeah, I was just like never really into Harry Potter that much. I tried reading the books, tried watching the movies, and I just couldn't do it. I even tried watching it again, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, because like my sister was watching the movies, and I literally just, I can't do it. The palette that I'm using too is called Nudes by Eva Expressions. You can find her on TikTok. She has a TikTok account. There's a lot of like really cute, like girly anime, like slash gamer girl like makeup stuff. So if you're into that, you should definitely check her out. She's also a Black owned business, and we love to support Black owned businesses over here. So, yay. The other thing about me and my Halloween costume is that initially I was supposed to be Sherlock Holmes. And let's be for real, I do have a bachelor's degree in law, so I'm basically him already. Like, duh. But sometime around last week, I was trying to get the stuff for the costume, and I was just like, okay, even if I do walk around with a magnifying glass and I put on the hat and everything, it's just not gonna really look like no one's gonna really be able to tell, I think, that I'm Sherlock Holmes. I don't really have any clothing that fits with like what he wears, especially like if we're talking about like old like Victorian era Sherlock Holmes. You feel me? I have no idea if my eyeshadow is like noticeable because it is a really light shade. I'm using the shade, okay, my tie just got caught up in this, like what the hell. But anyway, I'm using the shade Tonkotsu. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's this shade, okay, this shade right here. I'm just kind of using it as a base, but to be honest, I'm not trying to do anything crazy for the eyes, so I may just use this and then put on a shimmer shade. To be honest, I don't want to do too much. So yeah, I had other ideas for my Halloween costume too. Like I also thought about doing dressing up as like a 1920s dude. I love fashion, especially men's fashion from like back in the day. I just think that it was so iconic, so cunty, so you know what I mean? Like,
How could you not say cunt? Like, that's cunt. Like, because when you say something's cunt, it means
like I love it. I love it. And I feel like they don't really be doing that anymore. So I was just like, like I could do that. Like I could dress up as like a gangster from like the 1920s because they sell like those costumes online, and I have pants that go well with that stuff too. And then I was just like, I don't feel like doing that. Oh, I'm gonna be using, okay, my tie keeps getting caught up in my eyeshadow palettes. Like what the hell? Anyway, I'm gonna be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette for this shimmer shade. And for shimmer shades, I literally just use my finger and I just blend it out and everything. I might use the shade A4, which is this goldish brownish shade right here. Then I was just like, okay, like I don't know what to dress up as because I really do want to dress up for Halloween. And then I thought about possibly dressing up as Gogo Yubari from Kill Bill. And I was like, oh, like I do have like congealed blood that I can like kind of put around like maybe like my mouth or certain parts of my face. And I also do have like a sword from Demon Slayer that I could use because I didn't have any other like props that I could use for her costume. And then I was just like, okay, to be honest, I don't really feel like doing Gogo Yubari. So then I was at a loss. I was just like, I don't know who to dress up as for Halloween. Like, how the hell am I gonna just celebrate Halloween and not have anybody to dress up as? Like, that's crazy. And then I was like, wait a minute, I could just dress up as like a wizard. And that's kind of how we ended up getting Harry Potter. But I am putting a twist on it because I plan on basically making the same like facial markings or tattoos that you see in the anime Mashal. I've never watched it. I've seen some clips here and there. And I was just like, hey, like I can just go with that because, you know, I know that I think the name of the main character is Mashal, if I'm not mistaken. He has that like tattoo where it's like a line, it goes down like this and then it goes like this and this. And I was like, oh, I have black eyeliner, like I could definitely like do it if I take my time. That's how we ended up getting where we're at today, with our costume and everything. But I love Halloween, guys. Like Halloween is literally one of my favorite times of the year. I love the spookiness. I love all of that stuff. Now I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And I'm just going to be putting a little bit on my face. Not too much. Okay, my wig hair keeps getting caught up in my makeup. I don't do my makeup sitting down most of the time. Okay, so this is like very new for me. Most of the time I'm standing up and I do my makeup. So this is very new territory for me. I'm going to be using my Glossier foundation in the shade Deep 1. It may look a little dark, but trust me, it does work well on my skin tone, especially when I mix it with that liquid glow filter from whatchamacallit, e.l.f. I didn't put any primer on my face, and my reason for that is because I'm gonna be home. The only times that I ever really put primer on my face is if I know that I'm gonna be out while I'm wearing makeup, right? So like graduation, dinner, hanging out with friends, things like that. Now I'm just gonna be blending this out first with a brush. And then what I usually like to do after that is I like to, okay, this wig hair is all over my face. I like to take a beauty blender and then basically just remove any places on my face that might have like streaks from the brush. Why is there this one random strand of hair just, oh my God. I look insane right now, but it's okay. You just have to trust the process. I have never made a YouTube video before. Okay, that's a lie. I have filmed things in the past and I always told myself like, oh, I'm gonna upload it and make a like YouTube channel and everything, and then I never do. And I don't know why. My decision to make a YouTube channel honestly just came from the fact that like lately I have been watching like YouTube videos more. And because of that, I was just like, hey, like a lot of the people that I'm watching like tend to do commentary, and on TikTok I kind of already do something similar. I usually make a lot of videos about anime and manga on my main TikTok account, and then on my backup it's just a spam, or it's just kind of like a place for me to make random content. But you know, I do make a lot of videos where like I talk about things, even things that are just pretty minor and stuff. So for me, it just kind of felt like, hey, why not give YouTube a chance? Why not try it out? And I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel. I just always had an excuse about like why I couldn't. Like, oh, I don't have the equipment. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. Oh, I don't know how to promote my channel. But I'm trying to be more serious about this. Pretty much my YouTube channel is mainly just going to be about like commentary about like anime, manga. I may even do like movie reviews sometimes. I may talk about like, you know, social issues that are going on around us. I'm definitely going to also try to make it about like a little bit about like makeup and fashion. So sometimes you might see a video of me doing a makeup look and, you know, like just talking, kind of just like what I'm doing right now. So I'm trying to be really, 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 really serious about this stuff. I'm just trying to find time in my schedule of being an unemployed college graduate to do that. Yeah, that's another thing too. You know, growing up, they used to tell us that, like, oh yeah, like, you know, go to college. You have to go to college to get a good job. You need to go to college in order to have a successful future. And I'm not trying to say that going to college doesn't help with that, because having a degree is useful. But why are there so many of us who did extremely well in school and are now just like working like part-time, or we're in like retail jobs? And I'm not on retail jobs, you know what I mean? But it's like somebody who went to school for biology is probably just like, why am I even here at Spencer's? You know, like, it's just like they always told us growing up that, like, oh yeah, like, if you go to college, like, getting a job is so good and, you know, you'll be hired. I feel like within the last like 3 to 4 years, a lot of people have been complaining about, including myself, that like the job market has been shit. Okay, like, it's just not good, guys, right? Like, literally, I'm trying to figure out how so many of us have been applying to like hundreds of jobs, and like the only times we get a response is basically a job telling us that, like, yeah, we're not moving forward with your application. The other thing that bothers me too is that some of these jobs will literally tell you this like a month later, and it's at a point where it's like, I don't even remember the position that I applied for, because I went on and applied to other jobs. So why even tell me at this point that I didn't get the position? Like the 20s that we are living through are just not as, it's just not fun. Like, this can't be the 20s that everybody was telling us that like we're gonna enjoy, because I'm unemployed and I've got student loans to pay and nobody wants to hire me. And I know that I'm qualified and skilled and educated. So what's the problem? Then there are all of these like things about like, oh, well, you know, your resume probably just looks wrong, or, you know, you just need to write cover letters. And it's like, even with a perfected resume and the best cover letter ever written, I mean, like, to the point where like even Shakespeare can't beat this, these jobs won't hire. So it's just kind of like, you know, it's just very frustrating, very, very, very frustrating. And I feel like a lot of older adults just don't get it, because it's like the job market that you guys had versus the ones that we're dealing with are just not the same. Now I'm going to be blending out my concealer. I always wait to blend out my concealer. I don't think you're supposed to just go in and blend out wet concealer with a brush or beauty blender, because it just won't look good, you know? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like wait so that it looks better. I just remembered that I didn't even use my beauty blender to smooth out my foundation. So I'm just gonna have to do that after I fix this. I think it's because I'm filming and I'm talking that has me a little discombobulated with the steps of my makeup routine. My wig also just looks crazy, but it's because I'm doing my makeup, and so right now I'm not really focused on trying to make it look good. I got this wig off of Amazon, you can probably tell. I haven't worn this blonde wig literally since last summer. I like doing a lot of different like looks with colorful wigs, you know, because I just think it's fun. I think makeup at the end of the day is supposed to be something that you have a lot of fun with, you know, and everybody's makeup preferences differ. Everyone's style differs, you know what I mean? But makeup is supposed to be fun. It's not always supposed to just be about like, yeah, like make yourself look like an IG baddie. I mean, if you want to look like an IG baddie all the time, fine. But I love seeing like makeup videos where people like do really, really, really creative stuff. It's just a lot of fun. I don't even think I have to fix my forehead because my bangs are gonna be covering up my forehead, so who even cares? I think the next step now is probably mascara. I left my other piece of mascara on my dresser over there. I don't feel like getting up and getting it, but I have to, so I'll be back. I'm back. So the mascara that I am going to be using, or one of the mascaras I'm going to be using, is this tiny YSL Lash Clash mascara that I got from Sephora as a gift. And it does work really well. Like, it's small. You see, it's very small, but it does work well, trust me. I like to go in first with, nope, not this mascara. Bear with me for a moment as I'm trying to find the mascara. And I was using this yesterday too. That's the crazy part. Okay, there we go. I found it. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Lash and Roll mascara first. And I'm going to use my mirror for this because I feel like if I try to use the phone camera, I'm gonna poke my eye out and I'm gonna be really pissed off if that happens. I remember one time, this was my freshman year of college in the spring semester. I was getting ready to go to class, and like this was a time when like I would do my makeup sometimes when I would go to class if I had time. I was in the bathroom getting ready, putting on my mascara. I remember it was like an e.l.f. mascara too, or maybe it was like Maybelline, and I got a clump of mascara in my eye, and I literally just went like this in the mirror. I was like, because I was just like, I don't want to blink. I felt like if I blinked, I would have just went blind. Somehow I was able to fish out that clump of mascara out of my eye. But it was one of those moments where I was just like, okay, this is not fun. And what made matters worse too was that I was like trying to rush to get to campus. So I was just like, I really don't want to sit here and give myself an emergency while I'm trying to get to class in the morning. And I think it was like 10 o'clock in the morning too when that happened. So it was just like, yeah, like I don't need something bad to happen to me this early in the morning. Please let me have a decent morning. This is what the mascara looks like. Obviously a difference between what I had before with no mascara. Then I like to just take the Lash Clash and put it on top because it just makes sense to do that. I like it because I feel like it gives me the feeling and the look of having thicker lashes. Do you know something that I was thinking about the other day? I was thinking about the fact that I don't wear fake lashes anymore. And I don't know what happened because I used to love wearing fake lashes when I would do a full face of makeup. Part of it was like, yeah, it made your eyes look really, 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 really nice. You know what I mean? Especially if you had a really nice eyeshadow look. But for me, it also meant that if I did mess up on my eyeshadow, then I had lashes to kind of cover that up. But I want to say within the last year and a half, I just stopped. I don't know what happened. I feel like if I even try to put on lashes, I'm gonna mess up and it's gonna come out so bad. That's kind of what happened to me at my master's graduation. Like I had like my lashes were looking crazy. Like I really don't even know why I put them on because my makeup look would have looked perfectly fine if I just did this with the mascara. The only things left for me to do are highlighter. I mean, I don't really want to put on blush because I feel like I don't have a blush color that would look nice with this look. So I think my best bet right now is to just put on some highlighter. I can use my Fenty Beauty matchstick for this. This is the shade, what is this? Cinnamon 03. 3. Why did I say 03? I don't know. But this is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's because I just don't know how to use the matchstick that well. I struggle sometimes using this because I don't know. I'm just gonna put like a little bit on my cheekbone. The fact that it's barely visible is not a concern to me because I don't want it to be super, super, super prominent. Because I think that's the problem that I have sometimes. I feel like sometimes I put a little bit too much and then I'm like, oh, like, now I'm screwed. I'm just gonna use my fingers to kind of blend it out a little bit. So for the symbol, it starts literally like right here. It goes down and then you venture out a little bit this way and then you go all the way down to basically the chin area. I don't know how this is gonna go. And I have this Ruby Kisses tattoo felt tip eyeliner that I'm gonna use because I don't think I have any other kind of eyeliner. Okay, I can't put the cap on this. I'm gonna take my time doing this because I feel like if I mess up, I'm just not gonna be in a good mood because I really want this to come out as best as possible. And this is what we're working with so far. It is a little bit like it could be hours, so you know. Boom. This is what we're working with. Which, okay, it's a little messed up, right here. Okay. I think the best thing I can do to make it look a little better is maybe take some foundation on like an angle brush and fix it up a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but obviously it's just very like but I kind of like it this way too, because it's like I did it clearly, because why else would it come out looking crooked and stuff? I have to do my lips. There is no such thing as me doing makeup and not doing my lips. So I have a pretty basic lip routine that I do. I like to use this lip liner in this shade, okay? And I love this lip liner so much. I think I've had it for quite some time. I probably should change it, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So like to sometimes either use this NYX butter gloss, or sometimes I like to go with lipstick. But with this look, I don't really want to do something too like lip heavy. So I think what I am gonna do is I'm still gonna line my lips, and I'll probably just like do a soft lip so that it's not like, you know, so it's not like too much. So I like to just use this and line my lips as best as I can. I lined my lips. I don't know if you can tell, but I lined them up. So I think I'm just gonna use the NYX butter gloss in the shade Ginger Snap. I love this gloss so much. Like, it smells so good. It smells so good that I want to eat it.
It makes no sense. It's getting on my nerves.
I know I'm not supposed to, but if you've ever owned this, you know what I'm talking about. It smells so good. Like, oh, like you just wanna chomp it in your mouth. Like, it just smells, and I know it tastes good. I know it tastes good.
Can you behave yourself, please? Don't be a foolish idiot.
And now we have to fix our hair because, baby, I don't know what the hell is going on with my hair, but you can tell it's synthetic, okay? Like, but I've had this wig, I think, for like a good 3 years, and this is probably one of my favorite wigs to use for like fun makeup looks and whatnot. I can definitely use this for cosplay, but like I don't really know what characters I could like cosplay using this wig. I also don't even really cosplay to begin with. I did do one cosplay though. I cosplayed as Michiko Melandro from the anime Michiko and Hatchin, which is so good. Like, guys, if you have never watched Michiko and Hatchin, you need to. I did have like a leather jacket similar to what Michiko had, and I did have a wig that kind of was similar to how her hair looked. I didn't really put too much effort into the cosplay. It was just me trying to experiment and have a little bit of fun. So I feel like if I actually did try a little bit more, it could have been a lot more badass than what it was. Oh, I just realized that I don't even have like an earring in. I mean, I do have an earring in like my second piercing hole, but I don't have one in the main one. I don't even know what earring to wear with this. Like, should I just do hoops? Should I just do like a stud? Hoops. I have to. Anytime I put on a wig, don't mind my hair peeking. That's not important. But anytime I put like a wig on, especially, I feel like I always have to put on hoops. I love hoop earrings. I love small ones. I love big ones. I love bamboo hoops. Like, if you are a black girl or a black femme, like, you know, you need you a pair of hoops for sure. I'm gonna show you my prop. This is my wand. I did get this off of Amazon, and I think what's really cool about it is that there's a bird on there. I think this is supposed to be a raven if I'm not mistaken, but this is like, I just like right now I literally feel like a wizard student. Like, this is so much fun. Like, I love Halloween, guys. Like, I love dressing up. Like, it's so much fun. Like, you get to be a different person for a little bit. Like, ooh, it's just so much fun. I love the way that I look right now. I mean, yes, I messed up a little bit here, but I don't feel like wiping that off or fixing it up. So it's just gonna have to stay. So cool. And then I got my little wand. The only thing that I'm missing is a grimoire, but I don't feel like paying for that. I mean, I could go to the dollar store and just buy myself a nice looking notebook. This is my costume. I should probably stand up to show you like what the full thing looks like. Okay, this is what my full costume looks like. I'm wearing a plaid skirt, my tie. My tie looks a little funny, but like at the same time it doesn't. Then I have this cute black top, and then of course I have my robe, my wizarding robe, and that's my costume. I'm so happy that this came out as good as it did. Now I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures and do videos and stuff so that I have something to post for Halloween in the event that I can't go out trick-or-treating. Stick around to watch this entire thing, to listen to me ramble as much as I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you want, like, subscribe. I will be making like more content in the future, mainly around like anime and manga and like commentary and whatnot. If I have time too, I'll definitely like make more makeup videos. And if you guys want me to like talk about certain stuff too when I'm doing makeup videos, like please let me know. Like if you want to know more about me, if you want me to speak on a particular topic, like I am more than willing to do those things. Until next time, see you later, ladies and gents and everybody in between.